okay? So for example, the first class of the yamas, the ethical disciplines, one of them talks about non-harming. And how can we learn about non-harming or non-violence? Through how we treat our own bodies. As you said in your class, Jasmine, if something is hurting, don't do it. So that's one way of looking at that. And then the niyamas, the rules or the disciplines for your personal self. And one of them is contentment. And if we don't have contentment in the mind, that is really the goal. And asana is helpful for contentment of the mind. And then of course there's asana, the third limb of yoga, which brings strength and vitality to us, and pranayama, which we do for, I know you do for the art of the living, breathing. And then there's pratyahara, which is withdrawal from the senses. And the breath is really the anchor to help you withdraw from all of the sensory world that is, coming at us and sometimes wanting to take over. It's pulling us, the sensory world. So the breath is that anchor to bring us back. And then, of course, there's dharana, which is concentration. And so today in our yoga class, my intention is to have us concentrate on, I'm going to give a lot of instructions so that we bring our minds into our bodies to bring concentration into body. And dhyana is extended concentration, like meditation. So there's a flow of linking your concentration. And Mr. Iyengar referred to this as meditation in action. That's what he talked really about asana, the poses we're doing, or meditation in action, because we're so focused within our bodies, we're not looking at mirrors, we're within. So today, when I'm asking you what to do, press your feet or reach for your fingertips, it's for alignment. We're interested in strength and stability and alignment. But it's also so the mind comes within and comes within the body. And anytime you notice that your mind is not in your body, it's like any practice, like meditation. So we just become aware. Awareness is huge. And then we bring ourselves back. So that is my intention for today. And I'm so happy to be teaching all of you. And thank you again for organizing. So let's begin standing into asana. Join your feet, unless you have that, and if you can take your socks on, you'll find more traction to the floor if you're able to. And if there's back trouble, stand with your feet hip distance apart. Otherwise, join your feet together. Join your large toes, join your inner heels, and just bring awareness to your feet. Even look down at your feet. Are the large toes joined? Are the inner ankles joined? And if your feet are hip distance apart, cut your heels out so the sides of your feet are parallel to the ends of the sticky mats. And now lift your toes up, just the toes, and spread your toes as if you're spreading your fingers on your hand. Lift your toes up, spread across your toes, which is a new action, might feel different, it's harder to do. And then press down through the mounds of your toes. So your large toe mound, all the way across to your small toe mound, press. Try to maintain that action as your toes are still lifted. And then press down for the entire circumference of your heel. And just notice, as you're pressing your toe mounds down and your heels down, are your legs activating? So press down through your feet so you can root down into the ground. And now extend your toes forward and you can place them on the mat. And tighten your kneecaps up, meaning engage the muscles in your thighs. Lift your thighs up, and at the same time, press your thighs back. Press the thighs back, really engaging the muscles of the legs as you now lift your abdomen, lift your chest, take your arms out to the side. Initiating the action from your upper arms, turn your upper arms out, drawing your shoulder blades down, broaden through your chest. And while you're doing this, level your head, level your gaze, still press down through your feet. Your feet are still working. Thighs are still pressing back. Chest is lifted, head is level. And now turn your palms to face your legs as you press down through your feet and lift up through the top of your head, Tadasana. This is mountain pose. It's also called in Sanskrit Samasthiti, which means same stillness. think Caroline's going to talk about a lot about sitting and standing, so I'm not going to spend too long in Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing arms, pressing into your feet. Reach your arms up, press down through your feet. As you're reaching up, watch that you're not leaning forward, still press your thighs back. As you reach up, lengthen through the sides of your bodies, draw the upper arms in, reach through your fingertips, and now lower your arms. Still in Tadasana, pressing down through your feet, lifting abdomen and chest, level your gaze. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side. From the middle of your sternum, stretch to the right, stretch to the left, reach through your middle fingers. And now turn your palms up. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift up. Hi, Bo. I forgot to say an extra thank you to Bo, who really connected me to Paresh and Akshay. So thank you, Bo. Inhale, lift up, and now lower your arms. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms away. And now from here, reach up, pressing your palms towards the ceiling. And when this happens, there's a tendency to want to arch the back more so that you can get your arms back. But try to resist that. Take your weight into your heels a little bit. Press your thighs back. Lift your abdomen up and press your index knuckle up towards the ceiling while taking the upper arms back. And now lower your arms. Just keep them in front. Change the interlacing of your fingers so it's the side that feels less comfortable, less usual. And now press your palms away. It feels different. Reach up, lift up, press your index knuckle up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the thighs back. Press your thighs back, lift your abdomen up, reach your index knuckle up. Take your small finger back towards the wall. And now lower your arms. Okay, go Mukasana. Take your right arm out to the side, thumb is facing down, just a little less than 45-degree angle. Press your arm back and then bend your elbow behind you. And now inhale, reach your arm up, lift up through your left arm, reach it up, keeping your chin level, head level. Turn the upper arm so your palm is facing the back door. Bend your elbow. Maybe your hands are really far apart. Maybe they're going to be coming close together. Wherever they are, with your top arm, wrap your elbow in. Reach your elbow up to open up through your armpit and lift your chest. And as we're in Gomukasana, we're still pressing down through your feet, tightening your kneecaps up, pressing your thighs back. Release your top arm up, bottom arm down. And now take your left arm out to the side, press it back, bend your elbow. Maybe you even want to use your other hand to help you lift this back arm up higher. Inhale, reach your right arm up, lift up, stretch, lengthen the whole right side of your body as you're reaching up, level your head, level your gaze. Turn your palm to face back, and now not moving your head, bend your elbow. And wrap your upper arm in. Reach your elbow up. Be active through your feet as your mind is in your upper arm, but now take your mind to your feet to press your thighs back. Now reach your elbow up. And now top arm up, bottom arm down. Okay. Coming into a balancing pose, which is tree pose, and we don't need to actually lift the foot off the floor. So everyone, inhale, reach your arms out to the side. Taking your right leg out to the side, you can either rest your foot on the ground or take your foot below the knee or use your hand to lift the foot above the knee. And then reach your arms out. Press your leg into your thigh and your thigh into your leg. Or press your leg into your lower leg and thigh into your leg. And now turn the palms up. Inhale, reach up, Vrikshasana, tree pose. Pressing down through your standing leg foot. Reaching up through your arms. Leveling your gaze. And now lower your arms. Turn your knee forward and come down. Second side. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side. So on your left foot again, it's either on the floor, and before we even go up, when your foot, everyone take your foot out to the side. The action is that you're turning your thigh out, wrapping your bottom forward, and everyone level your hips so they're pointing straight to the front of the room. This is the alignment to tree pose. Now from here, suck the hip in on your standing leg and either stay here or bring your foot to the lower knee or to the above the knee and press your heel into your leg, turn your palms up and reach your arms up. As you press down through your standing leg foot, reach up through your arms. Press your foot into your leg into your foot to help you balance. And now lower your arms, turn your knee forward, and come down. From Tadasana, come back to Tadasana. Join your fingertips. Actually, I think we're going to turn this way because we're going to do some side poses. So, turning to the front here, stand in the center of your mat. Join your fingertips, and we'll either step our arms and legs wide, but some of you want to go from jumps. So come back to Tadasana for a moment. From there to like this, and step wide, like this, and inhale, jump your feet wide. So inhale, step, or inhale, jump your feet wide. And you can come and watch and that's your feet like that. Now everyone cut the heels out, so the feet are parallel to the ends of the sticky mat. Reach your arms out to the side. Press into your feet evenly. Press your thighs back. Still lifting the kneecaps up. Lifting up through the abdomen. Lifting up through the chest. Now on your right leg, turn your toes out. Cut your heel under. Take your leg out to the side. And just like in tree pose, when the hips were facing forward, they're also facing forward in this pose. So if that's hard for you, take your right leg and move it ahead of your left. Will be more openness in your hips. And also if you have back trouble, it's a good idea to take your right leg ahead of your left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press into your foot and bend your knee. Virabhadrasana 2. Pressing into your right foot. Turn your right thigh out, wrap your bottom forward towards the front of the room, sit down into your right hip, and lift your chest. And now press into your foot, come up, turn your toes forward. Second side, turn your left toes out, touch your heel under. But look straight to start, eventually you will look to the left. Turn your hips forward, turn your abdomen forward, turn your shoulders forward. Reach your arms out. And now pressing into your left foot, sit down into your left hip as you press your back thigh back, just like mountain pose. Press into your right foot, left foot, turn your thigh out, wrap your bottom forward as you sit down. Press into your foot to straighten your leg. Turn your toes forward, heel toe in. Join your fingertips and either step or jump back into posture. Okay. Coming into your seated Trikonasana triangle pose. Join your fingertips. Either step or inhale. Jump your feet wide. Touch your heels out. Reach your arms. Lift your chest. Turn your left toe, right toes out. Catch your heel under. Same actions. Hips are still forward, abdomen is forward, shoulders are forward as you reach your arms. And now extend over to the right side with straight legs. Lower your hand to your leg and reach your top arm up. If this is difficult on the shoulder, just take your left hand to your hip and turn your abdomen towards the ceiling. Turn your ribs towards the ceiling. Lift up. And now pressing into the outer edge of your back foot, swing your arm to come up, turn your toes forward. Second side. Turn your left toes out, cut your heel under. Again, reposition the hips, but the hips forward. If it's difficult, you need to also put your left foot ahead of your right foot. Inhale, reach your arms out and lift your chest. And now extend over to the side. Reach your top arm up and rest your other arm on your leg as you reach towards the ceiling with your top arm and press into your leg and try to turn your abdomen up towards the ceiling. Turn your chest up towards the ceiling as you reach up. And now press the outer back foot, come up, heel so in a little bit. Join your fingertips and step or jump back to dog. So we are combining these poses. We'll come into Utthita, Parasvakonasana, side angle pose. Join your fingertips, step or jump your feet wide. Cut your heels out so that your toes are facing the front of the room. Turn your right toes out, cut your heel under. Now start to bend your knees, sit down like we were doing warrior two. Reach out to the right side. And now take your forearm of your right hand onto your leg. And if it's available for your shoulder, shoot the arm over your head and reach. And from the outer edge of your left foot through to your left fingertips, reach as you press your right hand into your right thigh and turn your abdomen towards the ceiling. Turn your ribs and straighten that arm any amount. Excellent. Now push off the foot, swing your arms, come up. Bring your feet back onto the same plane. And now turn your left toes out. Touch your heel under. Lift up your chest. Draw your shoulders down, palms down. Sit down into your hip, your left side. Reach and stretch. Keep that left side body long if you're stretching. Bring your left hand to your thigh, and then either hand on waist or shoot the left arm or right arm over the head. Press the outer edge of your back foot. Reach through your fingertips. Sit down into your left knee any amount. You sit down, muscles being trouble. And even here, we're pressing into the left foot, turning the left thigh out, wrapping the left arm forward, and with your back leg, press the thigh back, make it active. And now press into your front foot, push off, swing, heel toe in, join your fingertips, and step or jump back to dog. Face the front together. Coming into forward fold. So take your feet hip distance apart. Fly your chest forward and keep a concave back as you lower your arms down your legs with straight legs. And just stop and put your knees, everybody, to start. Reach your abdomen forward. Reach your chest forward. Draw the shoulder blades down your back. Notice that you have a concave back when you're up higher. Come down as far as you can while maintaining the concave back. Maybe some of you are staying at the knees. Maybe some are going to the floor. But press into your feet. Reach your abdomen and chest forward like you're lengthening it. Look straight ahead so you can lengthen your chest, shoulders down your back. Now bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor, walk back to downward facing dog. And push the floor away. Lift your buttocks high. Press your thighs back. Reach through your heels. And now walk forward, coming back into Uttanasana, feet hip distance apart. Hands onto the shins or knees again. Fly your chest forward. Reach your abdomen, reach your chest forward. You can take your hands to the floor while maintaining concave back. Do that. Reach forward. And now bend your knees. Walk back to downward facing dog. Okay, and now walk forward and just come to a seated position. Just cross the legs. Press into the floor. So lift the abdomen, lift the chest. Bring your hand to your right side and your right hand back. Press your back hand into the floor to help you lift the chest. And now turn your abdomen to the right. Turn your chest to the right. Turn the back of your head to the right. And now turn your head forward, turn your shoulders forward, back to forward facing. Swing your left arm behind you. Press into the back to lift the chest up. Take your other hand onto your knee. As you inhale, grow tall. Exhale, use your hand on your leg to turn your abdomen to the left. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, turn to the left. Keep pressing into the back hand to get the lift. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Turn your head forward, turn your shoulders forward. And we'll come into Shavasana. Whenever you lay on the floor, coming on your side is better for your back. So lay down and roll onto your back. Bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, bring your feet hip distance apart, and then hold the sides of your mat with your hands. Grip it, hold onto it, and imagine you're trying to pull it apart. So just pull at the mat for a moment so you get the action. And now, feet are hip distance, press into your feet, lift your buttocks off the ground slightly, draw your shoulder blades under, press into your feet, lift it up higher, and pull the mat away from you as you press your shoulders into the ground and reach your buttocks away. Roll your thighs in so your knees are pointing forward and reach your buttocks away. Slowly lower yourself down. One more time. So cut your heels out so the sides of your feet are parallel to the mat. And now press into your feet, press into your shoulders, lift up slightly. And now draw your shoulder blades under, press into your feet, keep lifting up. And now cut the shoulder blades in and down your back. Reach your buttocks away and grip the mat as you pull away and press your shoulders down. One more time, press into your feet to lift the chest. And now slowly lower yourself down. Just be here for a moment with your hands relaxed and your feet resting on the floor. I'm just allowing your back body to settle into the floor. And you can softly close your eyes. If you're wearing glasses, just place your glasses beside you. And now straighten your right leg and then your left leg. And allow your legs to go completely. Allow the small to the side of your feet to roll out. Bring your hands into the back of your head and just lengthen your neck away so your head is level, ears are level. And now draw your right shoulder blade under, left shoulder blade under. And just allow yourselves to let go completely in Shavasana. Allow the back body to settle. If you're touching anything, like equipment, just move that away so you can completely allow the nervous system to calm down. From your buttocks, down your legs, all the way to the soles of your feet. Let go. And from your shoulders, down your upper arms, all the way to your palms, let go. Soften your abdomen. Soften your throat. Allow all the muscles of your face to relax and let go. Just bringing your awareness to your natural in-breath and your natural out-breath. Start to bring your awareness back to the surface. A deeper breath in and a deeper breath out. Bend your knees, place your feet flat. Support your head as you roll over to the right side. Just rest there for a moment and laying down. And then use your left hand whenever you're ready to come out to a seated position. Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
coming forward, keep coming forward. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Did everyone have to keep going to? Yeah. No, I haven't. Everybody have Welcome, welcome. My name is Melissa Dodge, and thank you so much for joining me today. I have been doing hatha yoga and pranayama practices, I don't know how long, for 25 years now. And I started on this journey because I had a lot of health issues, physical and mental health issues. I went to a naturopath who said, "You're not breathing." And so that sent me on this path of helping people breathe in order to have more health and wellness and vitality. So today we're going to do a pranayama practice together.
So I know a lot of you have already been here doing a bunch of yoga. And just do me a kind of favor and just jot down, how are you feeling in this moment? You don't need to share it. Just write it down. Whatever way that resonates for you. How you're. I'm gonna keep looking at my watch. Because normally I teach this in an hour, and it's 3 minutes. So you're all here, so I'm assuming you're all breathing. You've all been doing yoga all morning. So just take a moment and notice where you're breathing. Your throat, your upper chest, and your belly, somewhere else. Just close your eyes or lower your lids if that's comfortable for you. Just notice where you're breathing. Notice the quality. Is it long, short? We're just here to observe our breath. Just know. And you're welcome to take note of that or not. So we're creating that mind, body, brain, soul connection by writing things. And so your breath is the one thing you in life control, but it also helps support heart rate, digestion, your sense of vitality. So let's do a few breaths together so that we can learn how to bring in a breath practice regularly. So you're sitting at your desk or you're driving your car, you might be shallowly breathing. That's cutting off your energy, your life force in your body and your mind. So a lot of people live in their heads. So let's just start by placing a hand on your chest and a hand on your belly. And you're welcome to be reclining, laying down when you're doing this, or sitting up. And notice the hand on your belly, whether it's moving. And imagine your lungs are like balloons, and you blow them up from your belly all the way to your collarbone. So just your bottom expanding, and then pulling your belly button in, releasing all the air. So consider this without force. If it feels like you're forcing it, pause. So spending just a few moments just being in your breath, expanding through your belly, expanding through your rib cage to your chest. Just creating awareness. Breathing will help reduce stress in the mind and body. We're not breathing, we're activating our fight or flight system in our nervous system, which means we can't access rest or digest, or we can't access that sense of flow. So notice what it feels like to be connected to your breath in this way. Maybe you just may feel like, oh yeah, I do this, I have a breath practice every day. Others it might feel foreign. That's okay, you are where you're at. It is practice. Just like an asana practice where we're moving our bodies through the postures. That's practice. It's never perfect. It's always different. So just noticing how you're feeling now, and if it feels right for you, staying where you are or capturing on your paper what it feels like to be in your breath, connected to it. You being able to regulate your breath is one of the biggest gifts you can give yourself. You can use it in your asana practice. You can use it at your desk, driving your car. You can use it to help with your digestive. Does anybody want to share what it feels like to be in your breath after you've spent some time focusing there? Soothing. Love that word. It's so nice. Do you have a breath practice?
I used to have some issue, but now I've forced myself and try to remember that I try to breathe from my stomach. So that just brings a lot of energy and a little bit more focus in me. So yeah, that's a constant effort that I try to do. That helps.
That would practice. Yeah, that's for you. Yeah, it is. Amazing. I feel taller. Oh, I love that. Taller. You have more space in your body for your breath. Focus. So that's a great point. Okay, that's everybody's slow. Because this is how we kind of live, right? Now I want you to go back to that really lovely breath that you created for yourself. Yeah, not so much. Okay, so we get nice and tall again. I would love for you, if you're open, in the time we have for us to do a few more breaths together. So I teach something called a mountain breath, and I love it because it brings you center, focus, and sense of really being rooted and grounded in your body. So if you would like, bring your hands over heart and really feeling free to lower your lids or close your eyes. Notice the sit bones underneath you and extend the crown of your head up towards the floor. On an inhalation, begin to float your hands with your arms up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bring your hands back down to the heart of your posture. With your next inhalation, bring those arms parallel. Okay, so that's the sequence. Everyone will have a different length of breath. So I invite you to continue on as we move through this breath like for a few minutes. Starting up by slowing down and then moving more and back in. If you can, same amount breath in as out. If it helps, count. If you count to a 4 or a 6 as you inhale. Slowly, steady. Finishing off this round that you're in. So the full round is up, down, out, in. Taking as much time as you need to finish off. And then noticing once again how you feel with that breath. Like to capture that feeling. Feel free to write it down in your paper. This is what I call the mountain breath. You need to draw yourself a little diagram to remember it. Notice what it feels like to be in the energy of this. What does
What's feedback? What's that breath feel like for you?
Like in between, so initially when I started being down, in between was struggle. But as I did it more and more, that space increased and now it's started feeling more calm.
I love that, the space, yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. This breath has saved me so many times from like ungroundedness, you know, that feeling where you're like, I'm really overwhelmed, which is why this workshop is called, when you're, you know, when your workshop is being talking about tomorrow. You're really overwhelmed, you're spinning and you're spinning. If you can sit and do this breath for 5 minutes, it will completely shift the energy of the overwhelm. Does anybody know how they would use that particular breath in their legs? Is there a way where you could bring it in a little bit? Just to experiment to see how it would feel.
Doing a moment of anxiety.
Yes.
Even if it's
All of it. Yeah, exactly. Kids, right? You're like, excuse me, but I'm not listening to you right now. I'm just going to be in my breath.
Thanks.
She's not the room.
So you will hear, we can. Wrong camera.
There's that sense of being able to mitigate or regulate yourself outside of other ways, like a lot of people will reach for, I don't know, a drink. Oh my goodness, I need some alcohol. This is a natural way of you regulating your nervous system. So with that, let's try this breath lying down, a different breath lying down. So lay it in more shavasana. And so your legs can be long, if that's comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable, bend your knees. Give yourself a little pelvic tilt. And then once again, place a hand, if you would like, on your belly and your chest, or just leave them alongside your body, whatever you're most comfortable with. And once again, noticing in this now moment where you're with a little bit more focus and awareness. Inhale, expand through your belly, your rib cage and chest. Maybe also noticing your back pressing into the surface behind your belly. And if it helps for you to focus your mind as you inhale in the mind, say inhale. And as you exhale, say exhale. Helps keep you rooted in your breath. Expand through your belly. Expand through your rib cage and chest. Allowing your breath to be fluid.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is the International Day of Yoga. Join us in the Lawson Room from 1:30 to 2 o'clock for a session of gentle yoga and breathwork meditation. That's the Lawson Room on the first floor, beginning at 1:30. Thank you.
Or now. So notice what it's like to have that expansive breath. My guess is that you might not have access to it throughout your day. Because we all get busy and then we start holding our breath and then we start to feel overwhelmed and we become stuck in a cycle. So whenever you feel overwhelmed, back to the breath. In whatever way that works for you, just focusing on it. And if it feels like you're really ungrounded, doing that mountain.
I'm just taking a couple more breaths here. Capturing how it feels to be in your breath, lying down. Where I'm going with this, full disclosure, is you can do a breath practice in bed before you even start your day. And if it feels right for you, on an inhale, draw your legs together and stretch long. Make lots of space in your spine. Notice the space you actually have in your ribs, in your whole torso, as you stretch. We have lots of space in our body to bring in so much breath, so much life force, much prana. Amazing. On an exhale, draw your knees into chest. Give yourself a little hug, maybe gently rocking side to side. Noticing whether you can keep that connection to your breath as you move. And from here, maybe rolling over onto your right and transition to a child's pose. So sitting back on your knees, whether they're wide, whether they're narrow, pressing through your hands to get your sit bones in the general direction of your heels, maybe. If that doesn't work for you, bring your arms lined up with your shoulders, what I call Sphinx arms. Need more space for your body? Knees wide. Now from here, back to the focus on our breath, but this time consider your back. So as we expand from our belly, rib cage and chest, notice whether you can also expand your back up towards the ceiling. So if you think about a baby, think about a puppy or a kid, they breathe with their whole bodies. And we were born this way, breathing. And unfortunately, life, probably stress, has caused us to shift our breath so that we breathe very shallow, so that we don't bring in that life force into our full being, which can cause stress, anxiety, digestive issues, cause heart rate issues. We can use our breath to reduce symptoms, to be more fully aware of our bodies, so that we can learn to regulate our nervous system and our stress. And with an inhale, begin to slowly come out of your child's pose. And notice what it feels like to be coming out after being in your breath in your back. So if you'd like to capture that feeling, grab your paper, jot notes down. That when you go back to the paper, you might be able to remember that feeling, to remind yourself what it's like to have a breath. So I'd love to give you a minute or two to go back into a breath that you learned today, or one that you have in your own breath practice, to just be in your breath. So if you want to spend a couple minutes in
bouncing breath. If you want to spend a couple of minutes just laying in the back or child's pose, you're just sitting. Go inward and just be conscious and aware and focused on your breath. Okay, let's end it. Just finishing up your breath practice. Once again, embodying, noticing how you're feeling after